Stop sleeping on NGX dividends. 12 Nigerian companies are paying shareholders dividends in June 2026 and most retail investors will miss it. A dividend is money a company pays directly to its shareholders from its profits. You own shares, they make profit, they pay you. No selling. No trading. Just ownership. In addition, there are 3 dates every Nigerian dividend investor must understand. These are 1. Declaration date, when the company announces the dividend. For example, DANGCEM announced 45 naira per share earlier in 2026. 2. Qualification date, also called the ex-dividend date or ex-date. The cutoff. Still using DANGCEM, the stock's ex-dividend date is June 18, 2026. 3. Payment date, when the money hits your account. Hence, for DANGCEM, that will be on the 2nd of July 2026. Here is the critical detail most Nigerian investors miss. The NGX transitioned to T+1 settlement on June 1, 2026. This means transactions now settle 1 business day after the trade date. Therefore, to qualify for the June 18th ex-dividend date, you must buy your shares by June 16th at the latest. If you buy on June 17th, your shares settle on June 18th, ex-dividend day, and you will not qualify for the payout. Since settlement is now faster, your timing needs to be more precise. Another thing nobody tells you is the flat 10% withholding tax deducted from all NGX dividend payments at the company level before the money reaches your account. On 45 naira per share from DANGCEM, you actually receive 40 naira 50 kobo per share after tax. This implies that on 100 shares that will be 4,050 naira, while on 500 shares that will be 20,250 naira. Factor that into every dividend calculation you make. Here is the full picture of what is happening in June 2026 regarding companies paying dividends. DANGCEM proposed a final dividend of 45 naira per share, one of the largest naira-denominated dividends among June qualifiers. BUA Foods proposed 28 naira per share, while Beta Glass was 7 naira 20 kobo per share, up significantly from 2 naira 95 kobo. However, both of those qualification dates were June 3rd and 4th. The active opportunity right now is DANGCEM. At recent prices around 1,148 naira per share, the 10th of June, DANGCEM's dividend yield is approximately 3.81% on market price. Investors who bought earlier at lower prices are earning a higher yield on their cost, some as high as 5.66%. That difference is exactly why entry price matters in dividend investing. Furthermore, McNichol's consolidated qualifies on June 29th at 0.06 per share. While Zenith Bank, GT Bank, and UBA, Q2 2026 ex-dates are not yet officially confirmed. Subscribe and turn on notifications. I will post a dedicated alert video the moment each one is announced. Now here is where dividends become genuinely powerful. Most people think about dividends as a cash payout, take the money, spend it, done. That is the wrong approach entirely. The right approach is dividend reinvestment. Every dividend you receive goes back into buying more shares of the same stock. That is how compounding begins. Here is what compounding looks like in real numbers. You own 100 DANGCEM shares. After 10% withholding tax you receive 40 naira 50 kobo per share, which is 4,050 naira total. Instead of spending it, you reinvest it into more DANGCEM shares. It is important to note that DANGCEM's dividend has grown at 14.8% annually, and has been stable and growing for 10 consecutive years. Therefore, every dividend you reinvest today buys shares that pay a larger dividend next year, which buys more shares, which pays a larger dividend the year after. Looking over a 10-year period, reinvested dividends account for 30 to 40% of total portfolio returns on strong dividend-paying NGX stocks. Here is one important caution before you act. When a stock goes ex-dividend, the share price typically drops by approximately the dividend amount. If you buy purely to catch the dividend and the stock drops by 45 naira on ex-date, you have made nothing, and you have also paid 10% withholding tax on top. The strategy that works is buying fundamentally strong companies, holding long-term, and letting dividends compound on top of price appreciation. That combination, capital growth plus reinvested dividends, is how ordinary Nigerian investors build extraordinary wealth over a decade. Not financial advice. Do your own research. Bamboo link in the description. Note this is an affiliate link, meaning I earn a small commission if you sign up at no extra cost to you. Minimum 5,000 naira to start. Verify all dates directly at ngx.gov.ng before acting. Subscribe, like, and comment. Next video breaks down which NGX stocks have the most consistent 10-year dividend growth records.